Good evening, folks. This is Bill Breeden. Welcome to Constellation Tour number 55. Tonight we're going to talk about Grus, the Southern Celestial Hemisphere constellation, also known as the Crane. And we have Stellarium set up for a 60-degree true field of view, simulating the naked eye view of the sky from Miami. Grus is pretty far south, so it does appear a little higher up above the southern horizon if you're in a more southerly location. So we've chosen Miami tonight. If you are a little bit farther north, you can still observe objects within the constellation Grus. They'll just be hugging the horizon, and your window of opportunity to view it will be a little shorter each fall. Grus is best viewed between September and November. And we have Stellarium here set up for October the 10th at about 11 p.m. from Miami. So let's get started. Grus is actually sort of easy to find because it is just below the bright star Fomalhaut in the southern sky in the autumn. So what you want to do is look south, and you'll see this large area of sky that's basically empty. Let's go and look a little bit higher up here, and you'll see the great square of Pegasus riding really up high in the autumn, looking south. So if you look just below Pegasus, you will see this curve of stars here. That's the Aquarius water jar. And then just below that, you'll see the water tumbling down to this bright star here. That is Fomalhaut, or Alpha Piscis Austrinus. So we do use that for a signpost for a lot of these constellations that are in this empty area of the sky. This whole area of the sky that's pretty empty is known as the Cetus Void, named after the constellation Cetus, the sea whale. So once you have found Fomalhaut, if you're at a location that's a little farther north, Fomalhaut's going to be lower in the sky. It might be down about here instead of up here, which is going to make Grus a little harder to see. But to find Grus, you want to look straight down below Fomalhaut, and you want to look for this pattern of stars here. You see these 3 stars across here. 2 of them are brighter, so you might have trouble seeing this third one. And then you'll see this line of stars here. That is Grus the Crane. It's kind of a neat shape. It's sort of shaped like Cygnus a little bit, except it's got more of a curve to it. You got these 3 stars here, and then you've got these like this. The first time that I observed Grus, the shape of it reminded me of the space plane in the movie 2001: A Space Odyssey. And that's an image that's burned onto my brain. And when I look at the actual constellation lines that are drawn in on star charts, I was a little disappointed that they don't depict it that way. I see these 3 stars here, but then I see a line going like this and then down like that. So that to me is more like the shape of the space plane in the movie. But I'll accept the fact that it is a bird, and this is the crane's neck here, this is the body, these are the legs. That's fine. So try it my way. See if you don't see this more slender curved line here that sort of looks like the space plane with the wings here like this. I like my view. I like my depiction better. But that's just me. So let's look at the mythical figures. That actually looks more like the space plane in the movie. You've got the slender neck and body here, and then you've got the wings coming out this way. So I actually like the way it's depicted with the mythical figures. And you can see Grus is located just below the southern fish here, Piscis austrinus, with Fomalhaut as the fish's mouth. And then in turn, that's below the Aquarius water jar with these 3 curved stars. and in turn that's below Pegasus, the great square of Pegasus. So you've got a lot of signposts here to find Grus. You can start with Pegasus, or if you're pretty sure of which star is Fomalhaut, then you can just drop straight below it. So there's not much in Grus, so let's go to a dark site and enjoy that view. There we go. And this actually shows my 2001 A Space Odyssey space plane a little better, actually. Here's Fomalhaut here, and here's the slender curving line of Grus with the wings going this way. I wish I had a way of drawing on here. I would actually draw the line like that, and then like that. And here's the way it's depicted on star charts. So here's the area of the sky that Grus encompasses here. You can see it is a pretty far southern constellation here. It's wedged between Phoenix and Microscopium, with Pisces Austrinus, the southern fish, just above it. And it's also bordered by Indus and Tucana to the south. So from mid-northern latitudes, you may not get much below this part of it right here. This might be right on the horizon, with Tucana completely below the horizon. I think it's a beautiful constellation just by naked eye. I just love the shape of it. So there are a couple of stars that are reasonably bright in Grus. First one here is Beta Grus, or Tyche. And then this other one here, the alpha star, is Alpha Grus, or Alnair. So Alnair is shown here as a magnitude of 1.7. Whoops. And Tyche is shown as a magnitude of 2.5. So it is actually showing the alpha star, or Alnair, as being brighter. And it's actually shown as a double star. So let's go ahead and point our telescopes at it. This is Alpha Grus, or Alnair. Through the finder, it's a really nice field of view. Let's see if we can split it. Now, so Stellarium shows it as a double star in its database, but it must be too tight of a double to actually split in the software. It shows a separation of 28 arc seconds, so that should be wide enough to split with an eyepiece. So I would try it, even though Stellarium doesn't really depict it that way visually. I would still try it with a 6 or 10 millimeter eyepiece. Okay, let's get our bearings again here. And again, here we're looking south. Here's Fomalhaut. You drop straight down, and you look for this star pattern here. You've got these 3 stars here, and then this long curved line here. That's how I find Grus. So let's look for Delta Grus. It's also shown as a double star. Delta Grus is a 4th magnitude double star, shown here at a distance of about 309 light years from Earth. And it looks like you can actually see that it's a naked eye double star. And my guess is that it splits again. Let's look at it through the finder. Yeah, this is the bright component here. It's about half a degree away. See if it splits again. No, not really. So my guess here is that this is Delta 1, and then this one here is Delta 2, and it sure is. So this double star would be best viewed with a really low power eyepiece. Here we go. 24 millimeter panoptic shows delta 2 and delta 1 really nicely with a couple of other background stars. Okay, let's return to a naked eye field of view. Again, we have Fomalhaut here and Grus here. I have another double star here on my list to find, and that is Mu Grus. Whoops. So this is shown here as Mu 1 Grus, and you can actually see here that it splits naked eye. Let's have a look through the finder. So this one has a lot in common with delta 1 Grus and delta 2 Grus. Very nice. So there's Mu 1, there's Mu 2. What about this one? That's a background star. So these two here are your double star. Let's look through the finder here. There's Mu 1 and there's Mu 2. Located 247, see, Mu 2 is 247 light years away, and Mu 1 is 262 light years away. So they are most likely related to each other. A true double star, rather than just a line of sight double. Magnitude 5.1 and magnitude 5.1. Very nice. So through the finder scope, you get a really nice view of Mu 1 and Mu 2, and along with this other star out here. Looks like there's a lot of nice pairings. There's one here, there's one here, one here, one here. I like double stars. Very nice. Okay, I don't have anything else on my list here. There are no notable deep sky objects in Grus. So I'm going to go ahead and conclude tonight's tour. Good night and good seeing.